Hi there, I'm Kitty and I'm going to show you how to draw a self-portrait caricature. So first up, what you need is an A4 size piece of paper, a pencil and a rubber. So to get started, excuse me, I've got this photo of myself here. With a caricature, usually you just accentuate certain parts and certain features of yourself. So usually it's the head we make bigger and give the body a little bit, make that a little bit smaller just to make it look quite cartoony. So first up, what I'm going to do is I'm going to look at my head here, and I get a lot of compliments on my eyes and my mouth. So those are what I'm going to play with. So you just have a think about what features you like about yourself, and then have a play with those features in your drawing. So what I'm going to do first is I'm going to draw an oval for my head, like that. And then this is just a guide. So then I look at this line coming down here. So I take that out for my forehead like that. Put a little bit of a bump in there for where my eye and my cheek are. I just bring it down into my chin like that, and back up into the oval. Ovals are quite good to start with as a guide because we can build on them and kind of mold them for our face shapes. And then I go back into this kind of more of a flat line there, and then into the ear, just a little curve like that. Just take that up into my hair, and see how my hair comes down like that. So just bring that down like that. And there's that basic face shape ready to play with. Then I'll just go back in and draw my hair first. So I've got this little bit coming out here. I won't worry about putting my sunglasses in this drawing. Like that. And I've got a bit of a fringe happening. My hair kind of comes out like that a little bit, and then down into the ponytail behind my neck, like that. So what I'm going to do is go back in and just put in the eyes. So just put a guideline across like that. Then because we're doing a caricature, I'm going to make the eyes just really quite big. Just accentuate that shape, exaggerate that shape, and then come down into my nose. Let's bring a line in like that, then another line in like that, and another line there. Then again, just draw this other eye, make it quite big. Like that. And then for the smile, I'm going to make that really big too, just to make it look really cartoony. that shape there, but just exaggerating it on my page. And into the lips. And then around like that. Then with the teeth, again, these are going to be quite big because I've made my mouth quite big as well. Just draw a line like that, and then the front teeth there, a little bit of a shape there, little line there. Just do some more lines there for more teeth. Cool, and then I'm just going to go put in some eyebrows as well, just to give that bit of character. So for eyebrows, what I usually do is I just use my pencil and just draw a whole lot of lines close together, and then it gives you a nice texture for your eyebrows too. Just like that, and then on the side, so that eyebrow's kind of coming up from the nose area and all the way out to that side of the face. That. And then I'm just going to grab my rubber and rub out some of those guidelines now that we've got the main structure of our face happening. So just rub out that one. And this one down here. Across the eyes. That and that. So that, and then I'll go fix these lines again. Draw a bit more wispy hair there. Let's come down and across here a bit as well. Cool. Then I go back in and put in the other bits of the eyes. So just draw another line over there for the eyelashes and the eyelid. This one here as well, a line like that. Eyelashes and eyelid bit. And then down here too, just take a little line under for that eyelid in there. Then for the eyelashes, just do some lines out like that, and then here as well. Like that. And then just a couple of lines along the bottom for eyelashes. Like that. Then for the eyes themselves, just go back in and add some circles. With eyes, notice that the irises go up under the eyelids, like that, and then again here. Like that, and then the pupil. Just draw a circle with a little circle in there for a highlight, and then again here. Like that. Cool, and then we'll go on to the body and go back and do the detailing, a little bit of shading and stuff after we've got the body sorted out. So here I am wearing a jacket and a dress, so what I'm going to do for my body is I'm going to make it heaps smaller. Than my head, and it just adds to that caricature feel. So I'm just going to guide out my body. We're doing some ovals and circles, and then because my dress goes off the bottom of the page, I'm just going to draw like a triangle kind of shape like that for the bottom of the dress, and then just have my arms going down to the side like that, and then here. Yeah, it's all about exaggeration, really. Then legs as well. Just exaggerate those, make them quite little. Just draw a guide like that down into some shoes. Like that. Then go back and just add a bit more detail to the jacket and stuff. So my jacket's kind of coming down like that. It would go across and up into the sleeve. And there's the collar bit as well. Come down into the sleeve. That, and then on this side as well, got the collar coming down into the sleeve, and then into the hand. I'll just draw a little hand like that. And again on the side. Like that. And for the dress, coming down like this. And I'll just put a couple of lines in there to show the pleats in the dress. Like that. And I just grab my rubber and go back in and just rub out these rough guidelines here. my pencil. Just go fix up those lines there. Like that. And just fix up the legs. Like that. Cool, then we just go back in and add some detailing and some shading. So just take a look at our photo, and I've got a bit of shading and stuff happening around my mouth and things, and a few lines there. So just take a line down and around like that, around my mouth, and then on the side where I'm smiling, and everything, like all lines like this and shading stuff, all helps add just a little bit more texture to your picture and can really add to the funniness of it as well. And then for the chin, it's got a bit of a line coming down here and up like that. Then I've got a bit of a beauty spot there, so I'll just accentuate that as well. And for the ear, just a little bit of detailing there, like that. Then just with the shading, I'm going to just add a bit of shading around that eye. So I start lightly first and then just build it up as we go, like that, and then around here as well. Just building it up slowly, like that. And then round the bottom of the nose, again, just really gently shade in there, and then again round that line on the side of my mouth too. And we've just got a bit of shading happening underneath that nose and in that area there. And just around the side of the mouth as well. Just a little bit of a light shade up there too. Just like that. And then for this eye again, just going to take a light shade up there, and then around that side of the nose, just to accentuate that nose out. Again, yeah, just press really lightly to start with and then just build it up as you go. And we've got a bit of light bit of shading underneath there as well. And just coming up on this nose too. Just like that. And just around on the side of the face, a light shade into the cheek there, and then down just a little bit of a light shade underneath there as well, and under the chin. Like that. And then this side of the chin. And just up this side of the face. Cool. And then with the lips and teeth, there's a bit of shading just under here, just to accentuate those lips out, like that, and then on down here as well. Like that. And then just under the lip too. And again here, it's a light shade up, like that. And then for the forehead, just do a little light bit of shading across here like that, and then down just under where the hair is, just sticking out slightly from that forehead. Like that, and then the ear as well. Cool. And then we're just going to go in and do the hair. So I find a really good way of doing hair is just layering up lots and lots of lines. It's really thin lines like that. And my hair doesn't really, it's a bit darker at the top with going around a bit lighter around this area. So you could just make those lines darker and shade out from that centre bit there like that. And then this way as well, just add lots and lots of lines in there. Just make that darker by adding more closer together lines in that bit. And then pressing just that a little bit harder as well. Just like that. And then just in this bit here again, just add some more lines coming down. And just darken it up as we get closer to the ear and just under these bits of hair here. Just to make it stand out a little bit more. Just kind of shade up and add darker lines coming down. Like that. Now for this part, I'm just going to add a little bit of a neck there, the neckline. Just again, just shade just under that chin area, just to make the head stick out from the body. Like that, and then I'm going to make that jacket stand out from the dress, so we just make that line, shade a little bit of a line under there, like that. And then where the pleats are as well, just a little bit of shading there. side of the dress too. Like that. Cool, and then around the collar, and around that part of the face again. Just bring that down like that. And then again here, it just accentuates that collar out, and it's just a little bit more detail in there. And then just under the arms, give that a little bit of a shade too, that side of the jacket. And then again here, and there. Because we're wanting to make the jacket is on top of the hands too, we'll just put a little bit of a light shade there and there. And then, of course, the dress is on top of the legs, so do that as well. Just do a shade there too. Like that, and then just the shoes. Cool, and then you can go back in and just maybe just a little bit of a shade around those eyes there to make them stand out from the eyelids like that. And then I always going to put some lines around just to give that the iris some details, detailing, just like that. So there you have it, a self-portrait caricature. I hope you enjoyed doing that. See you later.